Those who wear the badge have a duty to serve the public.
You can get out. You're going to jail.
But at home, they are just regular parents to their kids.
Would you be willing to answer some questions? Would you be willing to do some sobriety exercises for us tonight?
Absolutely not.
And while they may be good at enforcing the law, sometimes they can't prevent their own family from committing crimes.
Give your dad a call, now that we've figured out what's happening.
And you're telling someone the truth.
Watch as the sheriff himself forces his handcuffed daughter into the police vehicle in our first story. Teresa Lee, 21-year-old DUI sheriff's daughter. On December 28, 2022, it was late in the night when 21-year-old Teresa Lee was detained for a suspected DUI accident. Officers received a call about a vehicle fleeing the scene after striking a traffic light pole.
My dad is a sheriff's officer. Sean Lee.
Who was that?
Sean Lee.
Sean Lee? Okay.
When pulled over, Teresa Lee immediately mentions that her father is a sheriff officer named John Lee, thinking it would help her case.
Listen, your bumper's in the road over there. Okay, did you just hit that pole?
No, I promise you I did not.
No? So if someone brings that bumper over here, it's not going to match up perfectly. You're coming from Applebee's, you're telling me. You went out that way. Everything's matching up. Witnesses said they saw a white car cross over in this direction, and I happen to find your car parked here with no bumper.
It is clear that the right bumper of her car was damaged, which clearly matches the missing piece.
So, Teresa,
Yes.
let me ask you again.
Yeah.
You left Applebee's.
Yeah, I left Applebee's.
You cut through the plaza. You came out by Lowe's and Chick-fil-A.
Yeah.
Did you hit the traffic pole that's right
No,
there?
I did not hit the traffic pole.
Do you not remember hitting a traffic pole?
Did not hit the traffic pole, I promise you.
So your bumper's in the middle of the road over there, and there's a pole down.
This part was hanging off already because I already hit something.
Okay.
Teresa denies the allegations and claims the damage to her car was caused by a prior incident in which she hit a deer in Pennsylvania.
I hit a deer in Pennsylvania because I go to school in California, and this part was hanging off already.
Okay. Do you smoke marijuana recreationally?
No? I do not smoke marijuana.
What?
I do not smoke marijuana universally.
Do you do any recreational
No.
drugs? But Teresa, I explained to you this before. Lying isn't going to get you
not
anywhere. We
lying.
just need to know the
You
truth.
just lied.
lying.
You just lied. We just caught you in a lie.
And you told
I
me
just found this piece over by the traffic light by Lowe's. You said that piece fell off in Pennsylvania.
I
You
That's a
told me
lie.
you hit a deer. You
That's a lie.
told me a whole bunch of
I
stories.
hit a deer in Pennsylvania. You can ask my dad. Please ask my dad.
You just hit a telephone, a traffic light. And that's where this piece was.
And that's probably where that piece was. Yes, I probably hit that.
You did hit that.
I hit a deer.
You see this?
I hit a deer before this. You can ask my dad.
This piece fell off at the traffic light that you hit, that you knocked over. Lying doesn't help anything. Where were you coming from?
I'm not lying. I came from Applebee's. I had one drink. I promise.
Okay, after Applebee's, where'd you go?
I came from there. The traffic light that's right there, and then I came around and there because my house and I would have to go from that traffic light to there.
Okay, that doesn't really make too much sense either, considering that the traffic light that you took out was on the corner.
She brings up her dad multiple times during the confrontation.
Applebee's.
You come back from Applebee's?
Yeah, I had a drink.
Okay. How old are you?
21.
You're 21?
Yeah. My dad is a sheriff's officer. Sean Lee.
Who was that?
Sean Lee.
Sean Lee? Okay. All right.
I'm sorry. I think I left my wallet at Applebee's.
Sorry, just keep your hands out of your pockets, please.
Oh, I'm
It's
sorry.
okay. So you're coming from Applebee's right now?
Yeah, I had a drink.
Okay. Which way did you take to go from Applebee's to here?
I went around at the light at Route 9, and I came back from here, and then around back, and then here, because
So
I was empty on gas.
So you went over by like Lowe's?
No, the light.
You came up Applebee's.
We came out of Applebee's, the
Okay.
light.
Which way?
Yeah, the light, Lowe's, I guess, right there, right?
You cut through Applebee's, right? You went through the plaza. You came out by Lowe's, by Chick-fil-A. You made the right, and you had the traffic light right there. Okay. Did you hit that pole that's over there?
No.
You didn't hit the utility pole?
Hit anything in.
Because your bumper's in the
Yeah,
middle of the
no.
road.
No, I hit the. So do you see this side?
Yeah.
I hit this
Okay.
at my.
How long ago?
Like about a month ago, my ex's.
Okay.
Because he broke up with me and I broke up with him. And
All right, go hang out back over there. Keep your hands in your pockets, please. It's okay.
I'm sorry.
Listen, your bumper's in the road over there. Okay, did you just hit that pole?
No, I promise you I did not.
No?
After lying and changing her statements, she eventually admits 3 things. She hit something, she was more drunk than initially thought, and she was texting while driving.
Can I call my dad, who's a sheriff's officer?
Let the one officer come here who's out with your other part of your bumper. He's going to talk to you, and then we'll go from there, okay?
I just found a piece next to the telephone you just took out.
I hit you told my dad he's a sheriff's officer.
That's great. You smashed the traffic light when you left the scene of an accident. And now you're lying about it.
But Teresa, I explained to you this before. Lying isn't going to get you anywhere. We just need to know the truth.
You just lied. You just lied. We just caught you in a lie.
You told me
found this piece over by the traffic light by Lowe's. You said that piece fell off in Pennsylvania.
You told me you hit a deer. You told me a whole bunch of stories.
I hit a deer in Pennsylvania. You can ask my dad. Please ask my dad.
You just hit a traffic light. And that's where this piece was.
That's probably where that piece was. Yes, I probably hit that.
You did hit that.
I know.
I was at Dunkin' and the guy backed into me in this accident.
Listen, are you just scared you're going to get tickets or something?
Yes.
Is that all it is?
Yes.
So you want to just tell the truth?
Yes, I'm telling you the
So
truth.
when after Applebee's, did you hit a traffic pole?
I think I hit something. I remember hitting something.
You can't miss it. It lights up. It's red, green, and yellow.
I remember hitting something after Applebee's. But
Okay.
I'm saying, like,
And then did you drive away because you're scared because you maybe had one drink and you think you're drunk?
Yeah.
And you might get arrested, but you don't seem like you're drunk?
Yes.
Is that what's going on? So you drove away because you're scared?
Yes.
So you might get some tickets and maybe you might get arrested? Is that why?
Yes.
Okay, so now we're starting to tell the truth, right?
I remember hitting something, but I remember, before this, I already hit something, and he was...
So you're saying there was some damage, but obviously your bumper is over there like this officer was saying.
This was already damaged.
Okay.
This was already
Okay.
damaged. This fell off because of already damaged.
Okay, but it fell off on Lanes Mill where the pole is in the middle of the road.
I'm telling you, you
Okay.
just call my dad, he would tell you.
Well,
He's a
here's
sheriff's
the thing.
officer,
Your dad, the
I promise
sheriff's officer, wasn't driving your vehicle tonight. Your
He
dad, the
would
sheriff's
tell you
officer.
it's already damaged. And they already reported to the
Well, listen,
insurance.
here's
They
the deal.
already reported everything.
Pump the brakes. You're 21. You're an adult. We're trying to figure out what happened with you and driving and leaving the scene of the crash.
I hit a curb.
You hit a traffic signal.
No, I hit a curb.
Yeah, you went up the curb. You hit the traffic signal. The traffic signal fell down, and you
I
left.
was texting.
Give your dad a call. Now that we've figured out what's happening.
And you're telling someone the truth.
Her wish to call her dad is finally granted. But unfortunately for her, he isn't going to be of much help.
I just need to talk to him over the phone.
Yeah, I think she's scared she's hanging out with a boy or something, and the dad is. I don't know. This makes no sense at all.
Maybe hanging out with a guy.
Yeah, she doesn't want. Yeah, exactly. Something like that. She spun around or something, or she's going to a guy's house or something.
Teresa hopes his father can save her as he arrives at the scene, but he snitches on his daughter instead.
So this is that thing?
Yeah, so you know where back entrance for Lowe's is?
Yes.
Where like LA Fitness is in that intersection?
Yes.
So look at the telephone pole by the Lowe's side.
This was intact.
Okay.
This piece was missing, but these scratches here,
Those were all from.
that's all from a deer that she tried to avoid.
Her dad checks the timing of her texts with the time of the incident, and their suspicions match perfectly.
So what time did you stop her at? Because she
this
probably
came
got
out at, like,
nervous, and I'm not saying we know that's not an excuse. I get it. But what do you think, time do you think that initial call came? Because she probably hit it and was like, Dad, what the do I do?
Probably, I would say, somewhere between 10:45 and 11.
That's about right.
As Teresa gets arrested, she cries for her dad.
Base, one female, 41. 17 for Johnson.
Dad. Dad. Dad.
Hold on, we'll let you talk.
Do you have anything to tell your console?
But John tells her to stop crying and forces her into the police vehicle.
So we're gonna walk through the middle part here.
I'm a soccer team captain. Where's my dad?
Oh, your dad's right over here.
Can I see him?
Okay. Sure. So we have your cell phone. Do you need anything else from inside the car?
Anything else in there? Come here. Alright.
Teresa was issued a court summons for driving under the influence, reckless driving, and failure to report the accident. At the time of writing, her impending punishment is still due.
So, subsequent to a DUI arrest, you get to get a non-completely invasive search for further intoxicants. Especially something like this, it's probably a combination of alcohol and...
Teresa was definitely hoping to get out of a DUI by name-dropping her father. Unfortunately for her, he prioritized his role as a police officer, demonstrating commitment to his duty. But while she calls for her cop dad right away, others are ashamed to call on their dads upon arrest. Such is the case of Orange County Sheriff John Mina's son. Find out how the officers react when they realize who they're arresting. John Mina's son, Chase DUI. In August of 2022, 27-year-old Chase Mina was arrested on a late Sunday, suspected of driving under the influence. Officers received a report about a disabled vehicle at the light. The police caught Chase asleep behind the steering wheel while the engine was still running.
Where are you? Where?
They wake him up and he is asked to step out of the vehicle.
What's going on, man?
Trying to leave the whole ride home.
Yeah, where are you coming from?
Leave the ride home.
Where are you coming from?
Leave the ride home, man. No, leave the ride home.
Okay, I don't understand what you're saying. You're trying to get a ride home?
No,
Say it again for me.
leave the ride home.
He struggles to answer the officers' questions properly and appears to be disoriented.
Is that the name of a
Ride
bar?
home. No, yeah, the ride home.
Okay,
Like
where is this?
this Winter Garden, ride home.
Okay, where are you headed to?
My house,
Okay, where's your house?
right here.
The officer asks for his ID, so he searches his pockets and finds only money. He starts fiddling with the cash, still acting aimlessly, and even starts going back inside his truck.
It's okay, man. Just give us your name and date of birth. Stay out of the truck right now. That's your date of birth?
Yep.
Okay. And what's your name?
Chase Mina.
Chase what?
Mina. M-I-N-A.
Alright, man. Don't lose your stuff here, bud.
Well, I mean,
According to the officers, he had a strong smell of alcohol coming from his breath and had 2 open beers in his truck.
Hey, Chase, if you want to leave that in the seat, man, can we step over in this this parking lot
over here.
so we can get you out of the road?
Out of the roadway.
Yeah. Okay. If you'll actually leave the keys, man, and I'll explain everything, okay?
Well,
Chase Mina then refuses to do sobriety tests after being asked twice and gets arrested on suspicion of driving under the influence of alcohol or drugs.
Okay, it's Chase, right?
yes, sir.
Okay, Chase. So the reason why we pulled you out of the car, well, first of all, we found you asleep at the light. You know how long you've been there?
Nope.
Okay, a minute. Okay. Have you been drinking tonight at all? A little bit? Okay. So right now, the concern is for your ability to drive. So I'm just going to ask you, would you be willing to answer some questions? Would you be willing to do some sobriety exercises for us tonight?
Absolutely not.
Okay. Is your ID in the car?
Yep.
Okay, no problem. Just sit tight. If you want to lean on this officer's car, I'll come right back to you, man. Go ahead and turn around, put your hands behind your back.
When a late officer arrives, an interesting detail comes out when they realize who the driver is. He was the son of the Orange County Sheriff, John Mina.
Have a seat in there. Be easier if you go butt first. Face me. There you go.
This has some female's ID in it. I put his cash in there, so it doesn't go with the truck. Do you want me to take pictures or you want me to stand by with him?
You can stand by.
Okay.
Gotcha. Do you happen to have any of those arrestee property receipts?
Yes.
I was trying to get here, but I had homeboy talking to me. So what was it? Was this Chase?
Yeah. He refused everything. Wouldn't talk to us, didn't want to do SFSEs.
You obviously know who he is.
Is it Mina?
It's Mina's son.
Hey.
That's why I said, are you guys 26 on signal 14?
No, I didn't hear you say that.
I said on the radio, it's Chief Mina's son, or Sheriff Mina's son.
I mean, would you?
I mean, you would not, I mean, we gotta do what we gotta do.
The officers are perplexed by this detail, but state, "We gotta do what we gotta do," showing their commitment to their duty despite the identity of their suspect. We've seen commendable behavior from these police officers thus far despite the significant authority they hold. However, some will abuse their power to force their own kids into submission. This is exactly what happened with Officer Kovac, who didn't approve of his daughter's boyfriend. Officer Kovac. On April 16, 2018, police officer John Kovac detained his own daughter, Caitlin, and her boyfriend. He conducted a traffic stop on Mackay Coleman, the 18-year-old who was dating his daughter. After tracking Caitlin's location to a friend's house, he was waiting at a nearby street. When Coleman's car drives past Kovac, he decides to chase him to initiate an unlawful traffic stop. He pulls them over and immediately threatens Coleman that he's going to jail.
You can get out. You're going to jail. Get out.
When asked why, Kovac states that he will make it up as they go, making it obvious that he has ill intentions.
We'll make shit up as we go. Any guns, knives, weed on you? What's that? Obviously.
Coleman complies and enters the police vehicle, while Kovac converses with his daughter's friend and her mother.
121 and 124. I think I'm playing with you. Have a seat.
25 Overland.
34 Ashland. I tell you get out of the car? Did I tell you get out of the car?
Letter road at Los Toros. Bill's advising a white female in a blue Jeep, burned them with a gun. She's in a Ford Focus, maroon. She also called in, said she couldn't hear, so she did show them in. She has a 1015 permit.
Does your dad know my daughter's in your house?
Meanwhile, a dispatch call can be heard requesting units for another incident, which he ignores.
We'll double check and make sure she has that 1015. In regards to the CCW permit, we're going to need a birthday for her.
Kovac also demands an unlawful search of the friend's house and even threatens to fine the friend for allegedly not wearing a seatbelt.
I don't know. So if I check and you're lying to me, you're going to jail.
You could check, and I'm not lying to you. So if I'm not lying, I don't know why you're accusing me of that. I don't have to lie to her.
Well, I was told she was here.
So
So if I check,
I know you.
and
I have any reason to lie to you.
well,
Whether you in uniform
that boy's been harboring her. Okay, I heard she was suicidal. All
I
right.
don't know anything about what's going on with your daughter. I'm sorry about the circumstances.
Okay.
I had issues with my own kids, so I could relate.
The mother realizes Kovac is making it personal and taking it out on them. But Kovac makes a discovery. Catlin was hiding in her boyfriend's car this whole time, scared of her own dad.
For your information, you're getting a ticket for not wearing your seatbelt.
I had my seatbelt.
No, you didn't. You can go to court then. Okay?
I had my seatbelt on.
No, you didn't.
Yes, I did.
You can plead not guilty and you can go to court then.
I had my seatbelt
Go
on.
back in your house.
No, I don't have to go to my house.
Oh, you do.
It's also going to look very interesting when we go to court and I fight that ticket. How I'm going to tell the judge that you came to my house. You asked
You're being
me,
disorderly.
can
Would you like to go to jail?
You're making this
You're being
personal.
disorderly.
How am I being disorderly?
She wasn't wearing a
I
seatbelt.
was wearing my
How
seatbelt.
am I being disorderly? You're making this personal. You want to ticket my daughter because you think your daughter is in my
No,
house.
she wasn't
So
wearing a
whatever
seatbelt.
is going in your personal
It's on
life,
video.
You shouldn't take it with the uniform.
It's on video.
Okay? It is personal.
It's on
Because
video.
You see, when you accuse me of your daughter
You're
being
being
in my
disorderly.
house,
Would you like to?
how am I being disorderly?
I'm trying to conduct
I'm
an
not posting
investigation.
anything.
You're obstructing me. You're obstructing me.
For your daughter, and you're using police time.
You're
using
obstructing me.
Time.
This is your last warning.
I'm going to call 911. Because
You call 911.
You're using the department
I
to
am
look for your
constr-
daughter. So let's call 911 and see what
Call 911. You're going to jail.
He pushes her into the back seat of the patrol car while she screams and curses in protest against illegally detaining her without cause.
Goodbye.
What?
Goodbye.
What?
Goodbye. Get in my car.
You can't. You can't take me. I am 18.
Goodbye.
You can't take her in. She's an adult.
Goodbye.
Hey, well, you can get back in the car. You're in the
No, you're not. Get in my car.
Why are you taking me?
Get in my car.
Why are you taking me?
She's
You
an
have
adult.
to give me a reason. By law, why are you pushing me? Why are you pushing me?
Get in my
Why are you doing this? Turn on your camera, guys! Turn it on!
Get in my car.
You can't arrest me for no reason! You can't! You can't! You can't!
Caitlin! Knock it off!
You don't want me! I know! Why you can't do this?
To justify his actions, Kovac tells Coleman that Catlin was suicidal the day before, so he's taking her to the hospital. Catlin denies his lies.
Why are you putting her in the car?
She was suicidal yesterday.
I was not!
She wasn't even with
You weren't even with me yesterday!
Just like, well,
yesterday.
Friday. Get in the car.
Friday, I was not!
Get in the car.
I have video of Bruce with me all day yesterday.
Get in the car.
We're not harboring her. She's an adult. She has no reason to be with anymore. She's gone.
Get in the car.
After this incident, John Kovac was fired after an internal investigation for his abuse of power by arresting his daughter and her boyfriend while ignoring a call for a road rage incident.
You weren't even with me.
We've witnessed the challenging dynamics when police officers find their own family members on the wrong side of the law. Some may display commendable conduct, but others may abuse their powers to solve their personal issues. It shows the importance of the delicate balance police officers must uphold between their roles as law enforcers and as parents.